Something we have noticed a lot within our community is the select handful of people that are kind of scared to build their own PCs, but are really interested in how we do our builds and how we can get the best price performance value for your money and not make you overspend your money on a PC. But they're still kind of scared to do the deal hunting and or just don't have the time for the deal hunting. And as of recent, we've been actually accepting client builds from people where we actually will get the money sent to us from them and charge them a small flat rate fee to actually build them the PC and then ship it to them within the US. But today what I'm going to be showing you is actually how this process works. We're going to be building a $700 PC including the flat rate fee for a viewer of the channel, and we're going to be putting together something that's honestly going to be a really good value for the money and using some of those really awesome Black Friday deals that are currently going on. So how about we just jump onto my PC real quick and part together a PC for this guy. Before I get into this video, I want to let you all know that we teamed up with our friends over at Deepcool to give away some really awesome tech. Check the Gleam link in the description down below to sign up. The contest ends on December 24th, where the drawing will happen, and Deepcool will be sending out products to the winners. For a full update on exactly what's in the giveaway, link in the description down below. And special thanks again to Deepcool for including us in this awesome giveaway. Happy holidays! Alright, so after a little bit of deal hunting and a little bit of price performance calculating, I think I have a really good PC for this guy. We actually took advantage of a really awesome deal that eBay was having for Black Friday, selling their Ryzen 7 1700X for only $130, which is an insane deal for an 8-core 16-threaded CPU that just a little while ago costed around $300, and it is a CPU that I actually use in my personal rig as like my main encoding PC for all the videos we do on the channel and live streaming. The thing is a workhorse, and I highly recommend you consider picking one up, especially if you're watching this before Black Friday, which most likely not because this video is probably going to be uploaded a few weeks after, but it's a really awesome CPU and most likely will be on sale again for around the same price range, so keep your eye out for that. I then decided the best motherboard to pair with the CPU would be an MSI B350 motherboard, specifically the B350 Tomahawk motherboard that I actually got on sale for around 80 bucks, which is an okay deal for a B350 motherboard. And then also I went ahead and went with 8 gigabytes of DDR4 memory at 3000 megahertz because, well, Ryzen loves fast memory, and as you can tell, I'm kind of going with like a red color scheme here. Everything is starting to look really nice. And then I had the tough decision of trying to figure out what graphics card I wanted to go with. I knew we were personally going to be providing the guy with a case and hard drive because we have a really large inventory of cases that companies sent over, and I want to incorporate it into a build somehow. So we are going to be incorporating the Cooler Master TD500 and a 1TB hard drive into this build. But then I thought, what should I do for this build? Something that I haven't done before but still delivers a really good price performance value. So what I did was pick up an RX 580 on eBay because RX 580s are actually going for a really good price right now, about $130. It's a great price performance, 1080p high setting, 1440p medium to high setting graphics card that actually fits in nicely with this budget. And in total, I spent pretty much the entire budget on this system, and also giving me a little bit of leeway to offer him the better case like the Cooler Master TD500 and that 1TB hard drive, which will be complemented by a 240GB SSD. I know that was a big mouthful of components, and I will be explaining each component as they do show up, but right now it's kind of, you know, sit back and wait for everything to show up, and we'll check back in once all the parts have arrived.
1 week later.
So it's been over a week since I purchased all the parts for this PC build. the stuff for this PC build, and just yesterday the last part showed up for the PC. So how about we go downstairs and show specifically which parts I picked up. This is the box that we're looking at. This box right here has everything we're going to be doing for this guy's PC build, and let's start right here with the graphics card. As I mentioned, the key focus of this build, well actually not the key focus, just one of the focuses of this build, is this RX 580 from Power Color. And because I saw this deal, I thought, well, I might as well do a red themed build, and the viewer who requested the build actually just wanted me to be creative with it. Didn't have any really special recommendations that he wanted for the build, and basically told me just to go run with it. So this Power Color Red Devil card is going to be perfect for the build. This, guys, is a Ryzen 7 1700X with 8 cores in 16 threads for $133 when it regularly goes for around $210. It's an insane value for the money. In no particular order, we have right here a 500 watt power supply from EVGA. Now for the boot drive, we went with just an affordable 240GB SSD. Now for the motherboard, I went with my favorite B350 motherboard, the B350 Tomahawk. For $700, I think this will make for a great price performance PC. So how will we go ahead and transfer all this stuff upstairs and get on with the building?
All right, so now that we have all the PC parts out on the table, I guess it's time to transition into a, well, very fast time lapse of us putting together this PC. So how about we just get right into that? So I wanted to stop for a second to talk about the Cooler Master TD500, which is actually a really impressive case for the money. I really like the side panel on this case, which is not on it right now. It's actually over there in the corner. You'll see it in the final B-roll. That kind of has like a crystal effect to it in the bottom right corner. It's not just your standard flat piece of acrylic. It is acrylic, by the way. It's not tempered glass. But it just looks really cool and unique. And just the overall build and design of this case looks really good with like the diamond look on the front of the case with the different plastics. There's a lot of different stuff about this case that I really like. The build quality is really solid. The frame is a good aluminum finish. The power supply basement looks really nice. And I'm halfway through building this PC, and the RGB implementation for these RGB fans up front is super simple. The way they have all the RGB fans plugged in the back, even though I wish it was organized a little bit better, it could be cable managed better in the back. It does look really good. And all you have to do if you have an RGB motherboard is to take the RGB header, plug it in directly into your motherboard, and boom. All you gotta do is load up the software for Cooler Master and, well, use that and you can control the RGB functionality within Windows. It's just not as user-friendly for older systems, so if you're upgrading something like a OEM tower or a Dell Optiplex tower that you want to throw into a nice case, this won't work well for the RGB functionality and you'll be stuck on whatever the default profile is for these fans. But overall, I have no complaints about this case so far. I'm going to get this thing finished up and then we'll transition straight into doing some benchmarks and final B-roll and then discuss exactly what I think of this PC and what kind of performance I got for the money.
So that pretty much concludes this video, guys. If you like this video, leave a like down below and comment PC in the comment section down below if you made it this far. Let me know what your favorite part of this PC is and what you all think of that Ryzen 7 1700 and RX 580 combo. I think it's a really good value for money and a good option for those looking to get into some video editing and maybe some live streaming while also playing games at max settings 1080p very easily. Thanks again, guys, for watching, and I hope to see you all in the next one. Peace.